Orange, I've been digging into the analyst reports for 2026, and the numbers are absolutely wild. Gartner, Forrester, IDC, they're all converging on the same conclusion. AI agents have officially exited the hype cycle and entered hard hat territory.
Hard hat territory. I like that image. So the pilot phase is actually over. Real companies are putting agents into production.
That's exactly the headline. According to the data from multiple analyst firms, more than half of enterprises have already moved from proof of concept to production deployment in 2026. And get this, organizations are seeing an average of 171% return on investment. U.S. enterprises are reporting even higher at 192%. We're past the experimental phase.
Okay, but I've got to ask the obvious question here. If the returns are that strong, why is Gartner also predicting that over 40% of agentic AI projects will fail by 2027? That's a pretty massive contradiction.
That's the tension at the heart of this entire moment, Orange. The projects that work, the ones with governance, clear KPIs, and proper oversight, are crushing it. But the ones where companies just throw agents at problems without any discipline, those are failing spectacularly. Runaway costs, policy violations, agents making decisions nobody anticipated. It's the classic gap between early adopters who know what they're doing and everybody else rushing in.
So the difference between success and failure isn't the technology itself, it's the organizational infrastructure around it.
Amazed. Exactly. Gartner is very explicit about this. They're saying the failure reasons are predictable: unclear business value, agents that behave in ways that violate policy, and costs that spiral because these things run 24/7, generating API calls and compute tokens nonstop. IDC is forecasting a 10x increase in agent usage and a 1,000x growth in inference demands by 2027. That's not a typo. 1,000 times more compute.
1,000 times growth. That means the organizations that succeed are the ones treating cost management as a first-class concern from day one.
And the smart ones are implementing tiered strategies. Lower-cost models handle routine tasks. Premium models get reserved for high-stakes decisions. They're literally tracking ROI per individual agent and shutting down the underperformers fast. It's portfolio management applied to AI.
Let's talk about where this is actually working right now. What are the proven use cases?
Customer service is the biggest winner. Agents handling refunds, escalations, omni-channel support are saving teams 40+ hours a month. Finance and operations are seeing close processes accelerate by 30 to 50%. Security and governance teams are using anomaly detection agents for proactive risk reduction instead of reactive firefighting. And sales and marketing, 2 to 3 times improvement in pipeline velocity from lead gen and personalized outreach systems.
Those are real numbers, not aspirational projections, documented results from current deployments.
And here's the part that gets me most excited for where we're headed: multi-agent systems. Both Forrester and Gartner are calling 2026 the breakthrough year for agents that collaborate under central coordination. One agent qualifies leads, another drafts outreach, a third validates compliance. They share context, hand off work, and operate without human intervention for entire workflow cycles.
So we're moving from single-purpose bots to actual AI teams, but that raises a governance question. How do you orchestrate all those moving parts without chaos?
This is where the infrastructure analogy gets good. Leaders at AWS and IBM are comparing agent orchestration layers to what Kubernetes did for container management. You need a coordination layer that handles routing, context sharing, error handling, and policy enforcement across all your agents. The companies investing in that orchestration infrastructure now are going to have a massive operational advantage as these systems scale.
You know what I keep coming back to in all of this? Both Gartner and Forrester are very clear that agents augment human work rather than replace it. They're saying employees need training in how to design agent workflows, supervise their operation, and collaborate effectively with these systems, and new roles are emerging because of it.
Agent architects, performance engineers, oversight specialists, these are real job titles now. And the really interesting shift is that you don't need a machine learning degree to build these things. The organizations seeing the fastest returns are putting agent creation tools directly in the hands of business users, the people who actually understand the problems. Customer service managers building their own ticket triage agents. Finance leads creating invoice matching systems, all through visual, no-code interfaces.
So the democratization of agent building is happening faster than anybody predicted.
It really is, and it breaks the cycle of endless pilots. When the person who understands the business problem can build the solution themselves, deployment happens in weeks instead of quarters. Governance gets built into the process because the business users are accountable for the outcomes.
So the playbook for 2026 is becoming clear. Focus on governed pilots in areas with documented ROI. Get your data infrastructure right before you scale. Measure everything and kill what doesn't work. Treat agents as accountable systems with clear responsibilities.
That's the winning formula. The analysts are consistent. 2026 is the year agents move from experimental technology to operational infrastructure. But execution separates the winners from the ones funding expensive learning experiences. And honestly, that's exactly where this show lives, helping people understand how to actually make agentic AI work in the real world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's our show for today. If this resonated, subscribe to the channel. We break down research like this every morning. And drop a comment with your take. Is your organization moving from pilots to production or still figuring out the governance piece?
We read every comment. See you tomorrow.
Same fruit time, same fruit channel.